What does DNA stand for?
Bing.
He don't know.
Ibra.
He don't know.
Get your not the clock side.
I could tell from a mile away you had no idea. This.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the O2 podcast. Episode 16. 16. That's 4 months. That's 4 months, niggas. 4 months.
Yeah, we've really been consistent.
Hi.
We haven't missed a week.
We did miss
Yes,
a week.
yeah.
We missed a week. When I was moving here that week, we didn't record.
Alright, bro, that don't count. But like, we've been consistent enough. You know what I mean?
But if the Mandem was serious, we could drop a little 2-1 for a week. They're not gonna get to that. let me stop playing. But
Honestly, I don't know.
I think I can. I just don't feel like it.
Fair. What quality said.
I'm just saying, I get off work, I'm just like, damn, I don't want to look at a
sit here and
computer
talk for
screen.
like 30, 45 minutes.
I don't want to look at a computer screen, bro.
Okay, that's fair.
Like,
So
Being fair.
to kick in
anyways,
today's episode, the Mandem who lost. If you haven't checked out last week's episode, you got to go do that. The person who lost, the people who lost actually said they need their get back. They need their get back. So we're gonna run it back again with the O2 general knowledge quiz. Now,
niggas about to get smoked.
15. You know how it is. 15 questions. Are we using the same? Let me state the rules clear.
Now, you gotta
and
make it
cut.
fun.
And you can't change the rules as you go along. Players can't change the rules as they go on.
Okay.
Okay, but we gotta say, he's gotta uphold the rules. He's
the
he can't
referee.
pick and choose when to apply the rules.
Yes. You too, Quadro. Man up.
Or-
You can't let
can I-
Quadro just change the rules whenever he wants to.
Can I get to
You
it?
gonna let him
It's
talk to you
only
like that,
you.
Can I
Quadro?
get to
That's
it?
crazy.
What am I
That's
gonna do?
crazy.
What am I gonna do?
Bro, one.
X the nigga out.
Rule: everyone needs a buzz sound before they buzz in for the question. I think I know what yours was a scream. You did the
I'm
hanya.
changing it.
Whoop. Okay, whoop, and ping.
Like, yeah.
Okay. I have to hear your buzz sound. If you say the answer and not buzz, you're automatically disqualified for the question. The next person then gets to say the answer. So the points goes to the next available person. That's rule number one, right? What other rule is there? That's the only thing. So your sound, and then you wait to get picked on, and then you say it. If you mess up that order, automatically disqualified. Next person gets the answer, and we keep it pushing. All right? 15 questions. First to get there. What's funny?
Go,
bro.
First to get there wins. All right. Are y'all ready?
No.
All right. Let me put y'all tally marks down.
What's my
I
sound
think
effect again?
we'll try to put the scores up as well.
Yo, subtract 3 points from him already, bro.
Ignore it, bro. Matter of fact, it's disqualifying from the game.
I'm disqualified. And if you start arguing over a question for too long, that's -1 point. So no argument. I'm putting that rule down. No arguments. You can't just sit here and yell at other players. If other players feel that they're being threatened, and they call the game instructor, that's a point off.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1. What is the name of Mickey Mouse's dog?
Bing.
Shakir?
Pluto.
Yep. Yes, sir. And these are you smarter than 5th grader questions, right?
I didn't grow up in America. I didn't watch Mickey Mouse. What
Immigrant.
fucking questions are you asking here?
Me too, bro. Bro.
Second question. What do pandas eat?
Ping.
Boom.
I heard Shakir first.
Bamboo.
Yep. No, he came to play. Do y'all feel like getting in the mix? Y'all feel like playing today? No? Go for it.
Antagonize people, bro.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like,
God
what you
forbid,
doing?
I try to do a good job hosting. Who invented the light bulb? Ibra.
Thomas Edison.
Ibra's on the board.
Honestly,
Bro,
it was
what
a
is
black
my
man.
sound effect? I don't recall my sound effect.
It was a black
You
man.
made
that
it. All right.
Back of the bus.
question.
We were all in the back of the bus.
Shakir has
3% class.
Shakir has 2 points, and Ibra has a point. All right, next question.
Short bus is crazy.
Extra time on the quizzes.
Oh, I love that.
What
I always wanted to get extra time on my quizzes.
what is the most populous country in Africa?
Bing!
Ibra.
Nigeria.
Yep, Ibra's on the board with 2.
Mandam. Real bad man. Bitch.
Fish.
Pick up Quasi.
Y'all going to deduct points for that? He's
I didn't say
antagonizing
anything.
players.
I didn't
You
say
are-
anything.
You are right. You did antagonize the player, Ibra. That's minus.
No.
You did antagonize. You did
No.
antagonization, and you literally singled him out for no reason, and you knew the rules.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You knew the rules. That's minus a point.
Fine, whatever.
So minus. Let me just deduct it right here.
They're
Minus.
laughing at me. Is it that deduction?
What? Next question. What are the 3 states of matter?
Bing!
Boom.
Quasi.
Solid, liquid, gas.
Look at him. His brain cells are rubbing together.
Next question.
Hey, he's still antagonizing.
No. You can't do that. You can't keep calling shit based on what Quasi said, bro.
All right. No, I'm gonna ignore that one.
What are you
Next
talking about?
question.
Thank you.
What is the study of the weather called?
Bing!
Ibra.
Meteorologist.
Wait, that's wrong. That's wrong. He said
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
He said
answered incorrectly.
meteorologist. You said what the study
didn't
is?
say
Meteorology.
I'm gonna give it to him. We're not here to be technical. We
can't
can't
do
do
that.
what he meant.
That's
No,
some bullshit.
Roger,
you can't
That's
do
some
that.
bullshit.
Roger,
you
That's
can't do
he
that.
gave the wrong
You can't
answer.
do that.
He gave the wrong
Roger, you
answer.
can't
Bro,
do
no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Roger, you literally cannot do that.
You see, they're mad. They're haters, bro. You can't do that.
Okay.
I said
No,
that.
let's take a moment. Let's actually take a
Take a moment,
moment.
take a moment,
Roger,
take a
did he
moment, take a
actually
moment.
give the right answer?
Yes, I did.
It's a yes or no
Yes, I
question.
did.
We're not assuming what he meant.
Wh-
Did he give the right answer?
What does the paper say? What does the paper say?
The paper says what I say. I'm the host, and I said.
Yeah.
You single. See what I was talking about last week? Nigga picks and chooses when he's gonna apply the rules.
He's the host. He's the host. Nigga. Shut up.
You're not going to deduct a point for that?
That is
No,
antagonizing.
that's not
Ibra.
antagonizing.
That is antagonizing. You literally signaled him.
You better than you lose it again, buddy.
Yo, that's not
That's minus.
antagonizing. That
That's
is not
minus 2.
antagonizing.
That's minus
That
2
is not
points.
antagonizing. I was on your side.
Why did you have to call him out though? You didn't have to involve him. You could have just agreed and just kept it at that. Ibra, please conduct yourself and prevent yourself from losing points. So at this stage,
You're your biggest enemy.
Ibra has 3 points, Shakir has 2, and Quasi has 1. But with your minus 2, you and Quasi are tied, and Shakir's in first place. So
You have 3.
he's answered 3 questions right.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the math adds up. He has 2 now.
Okay. What year did the American Revolutionary War begin? Time out.
Bing!
And I'm going to take the closest answer.
Bing!
So Ibra? Wait, I didn't hear who was
Quasi,
first.
Quasi get that.
Oh, Quasi go. I didn't hear, but I'm taking the closest.
1776.
What do you say? Wait, what?
1776.
60 answer. 60
All right.
answer.
I just said it. I just said it again.
1776. Ibra?
1772.
1772. Shakir?
1773.
1770.
1776 was when they got free. Not when
1770.
the war started.
You know what's funny? The answer was the American Revolutionary War began in 1775. So by that standard, the closest to the answer was Quasi with 1776.
Oh,
Bro, you were 3 off, and Shakir was 2 off, and Quasi was 1 off. So, you know what's funny? I would have even guessed in the 1700s. So you know what? Let me see. Next question.
Yeah, talk about me.
He got to subtract another
How
point.
many-
Don't look at him the wrong way.
How many feet are in a mile?
Bing!
Quasi?
1,000.
Okay. Shakir?
Is it 516?
Okay. Ibra. So they both got it wrong, so I just give it to the closest person.
yeah, I was like, I don't remember.
No, I'm gonna go again. Can I go again?
Or is-
No, you
No,
can't.
no.
Wait, no. No, Ibra has to go, right?
Quattro, if he goes again, if he goes
Ibra has
again,
to go.
Ibra, it's your goal.
I
Why
literally
are
said
you
Ibra has
arguing?
to go.
You just have to get closer to the number.
is it? It's not 5,000. 5,200.
Quadro, I got a question.
Hold up. What's up?
Okay, everybody got it wrong. Can we get another go, or are we just moving on to the next question?
No.
No,
No, the
if you
closest
if it's
answer.
if it's a numerical, the closest answer, and
It's the closest
Ibra
answer.
was the closest. 5,280.
I knew it.
See,
Anyways,
Short bus kids, bro.
you know what he sounds like? He sounds like the Tasmanian devil.
I've never heard All right, question number 8. What is the official language of Brazil?
Bing.
Ibra?
Portuguese. Rio.
Lazo, please. Taka, ta.
So even with the -2, Ibra leads now with 3 points. Shakir with 2, and Quasi with 2.
You feel me, dog?
Shakir has 2?
Yeah, get in
Yeah,
the
get the-
game, little nigga.
Yo, isn't that a...
No, yo, you can't keep doing this to me. You can't keep doing this to me. No,
All right, I'll
no.
let that one go. Question number 9. What instrument measures air pressure?
Bing. Bing.
Well,
Is it a barometer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say PSI.
What did I got? You talking about tire pressure?
Close enough.
Close enough. Close
I
enough.
didn't know the fucking answer.
Question number 10. How many elements are there on the periodic table? Closest answer.
Bing.
Ibra?
Ooh, how much?
I don't know that
52.
52. Shakir?
112.
112. Quasi?
156.
156. So the correct answer is 118. So the closest
Okay.
was Shakir.
Yeah.
So right now, Ibra has 3 points, Shakir now has 4, and Quasi has 2. And there's 15 questions to go, so there's still some time.
Because Quasi's a snitch.
Yo, is that...
That's not antagonizing.
You already let him slide once.
You can't keep doing
You
this.
let him slide again?
Antagonizing. That's just me saying something. Me calling.
You're calling me names. You're antagonizing me.
But you just antagonized them back, so we'll let it cancel out.
I antagonized him by calling him out.
You pointed
No.
at him. You pointed at him. I saw that.
You pointed
Of
at
course
me.
I did point at him.
You pointed at me. That's antagonizing.
I'm not going to lie like you.
Question
Shut up.
11. Question 11. Right? What company was originally called Cadabra?
Fuck?
What
Abra?
what company was originally called Cadabra?
Is it Bing?
Can you do a do question?
Is it
Shakir?
Microsoft?
Mm-mm. Ibra?
IBM.
Mm-mm.
It sounds like an oil company or something.
Okay, give us a clue. Like what industry?
Bing. Boom.
Quasi? Let Quasi give an answer first, and I'll give a hint.
12 hours later.
Cadabra.
Yo, bro, just name a random company.
I don't know.
Everyone here has used this company.
No shit.
Yeah.
The most.
We all have Apple
It's-
products.
Everyone.
Okay,
Everyone.
but can you give a better clue though?
It's a delivery service.
Bing.
Bing.
Amazon.
Ibra, you're automatically disqualified. Who I did hear first is Quasi. So Quasi,
Uber.
no.
Just take it, bro. Just take it.
Amazon.
Shakir?
Amazon.
Yeah. Why did you say Uber?
Wait, But Ibra gave that answer already. I thought you said that doesn't count after that.
No,
No,
he's
I
disqualified from answering. The answer is still valid.
Ah.
Nigga push this.
I was like, what?
Let me see. What is the highest grossing film of all time?
Thing.
Shakir?
Avatar.
Wait,
He's right. He's right.
wait. What year are we doing? Because it's a Chinese film that grows very high into the billions.
In Chinese, yes. That shit like pennies.
No, in dollars, actually.
Avatar. It's Avatar.
So after we're at question 13, Ibra has
Just
3
search it up.
points,
I'm just saying.
Shakir has
Avatar,
6,
bro.
and Quasi has
It's
2.
Avatar. It's
So for the next 3 questions, we're gonna do double points, just so somebody has a chance of catching up.
What are the points, though? I'm still
Ibra,
losing?
Ibra has 3, Shakir has 6, and you have 2.
Makes sense. He should have two.
What is a group of cows called? What is Ibra?
Heard.
No. A group of cows.
No laugh. I ain't hear an answer from none of y'all. Okay, go ahead. Look at
Yeah, are y'all gonna answer?
Are you gonna answer?
Group.
A group.
If nobody gets the answer right, I give a clue and we go again.
Can you get a clue?
Bro, I hear his mouse clicking.
You wanna-
I hear
No, wait, no, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I
hear
do.
him-
He's not looking at us.
Bro, I hear a mouse clicking, bro.
He's
Look at
reading,
his eyes.
yo.
Look at his glasses. Look at his
Quadro,
glasses.
he's reading. Quadro,
Look at
he's
his
reading.
glasses.
You got
Look
to
at
deduct
his
a point for
glasses.
that.
That's automatic
Shakir?
disqualification. Look at his
Shakir,
glasses. Look at his
we do
glasses.
see-
His
we
screen
do
was
see
moving.
some activity.
You gotta deduct a
We
point
do
for
see
that.
some activity on the glasses.
No. First of all, my keyboard's disconnected.
We said a clicking, as in a mouse.
How would I?
Bozo!
How would I type anything with my mouse?
Question 13.
Wait, so did I get the
What do you
points?
I heard.
What did you answer?
What?
What was your answer?
What was the question? I forgot.
No.
Why would I give you the points? You don't even know what you're.
But I gave the right answer. That's all that mattered.
What is a
You
group
don't
of
know,
cow
no,
called?
what's the right answer to what?
Do you know the question?
Yes.
What's
Yes.
the question?
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Quadro, can I just give an answer, bro?
Give me an answer, Quasi.
Give an answer.
Like a herd of cows?
Yeah.
A herd.
Okay. That's.
Oh, I didn't even have the right answer. I said group.
Nobody gets it. Let's move
You
on.
said a group. All right. So all of you guys, to be fair, in the second after I give the hint, whoever went, it's gonna go in the same order you guys just answered in. That's fair.
Okay.
Wait, but Shakir doesn't count though, because he
So he
technically
goes
got
last.
disqualified.
Why
He
would I
didn't know
get
that you-
disqualified?
Because you were searching stuff. Cheater.
Then why would I still have the wrong answer, dumbass?
Cheater.
Because you failed before.
All right.
You
The,
failed
the
My
hint.
hands are up here.
Cheater.
The hint.
now.
Yeah.
The hint is. Hear me out. YMW Melly.
Is it a murder?
You didn't buzz your sound, or did you get picked?
Oh.
Or it's
Wait,
not
no,
even-
that's not right. Wait, Quadro.
and it's not
Quadro,
even your turn.
Quadro.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the answer?
Yeah.
That's,
Okay, but that's not right though.
that's
The group of cows is not murder.
that's crows. That's crows.
Did I read it wrong?
Oh, that's
Bro, a group of cows is a herd.
Wait,
Oh, it's
Tag this nigga.
it's gross. It's gross.
I
It's gross.
I get the
Yo,
point.
subtract points from him.
No,
I get the point.
What the
I
fuck
get
would
the
you
point.
get the
nobody
point?
gets the point.
I
Nobody gets the
said
point.
it first.
Nobody gets the point.
I get the point. Quadro, I get the point.
Quadro,
What did you
nobody
say?
gets the point.
What did you
I
say?
said herd.
You said a herd?
Yes.
That's,
I said
that's
herd
not,
too.
that's not the right answer.
So what's the right answer? What's the right answer?
A herd of cattle.
That's what I said. A herd of cows.
Cows. He said a herd of cows. You can't give him the point. You can't give him the point. He said a herd of cows, not a cattle. He
Okay.
didn't say.
Wait, stop. Let's keep it a buck. You
This is
gave
not
him a
numerical.
point
This is
for
not numerical.
saying
This is not
what-
numerical.
what-
So this
what
can't
did
be
he
the
say?
closest
Meteorologist.
one.
Meteorologist?
Wrong is
You
wrong.
gave him a point for that,
Wrong is
Quadro.
wrong. Wrong is
All right,
wrong.
all right. Hear me out. How about we just disband the question? Nobody.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Shakir, you see this?
No, because you didn't say the correct answer either. He didn't even give us the correct question. So like,
No, but still, he gave Ibra a point for saying the wrong halfway wrong answer.
okay, the
But he's
question,
not giving me a point.
the question
for
was
saying
wrong.
me the
the
point.
The
right
question was
He's
wrong.
not giving me the point.
Quadro.
The question
not
He
was
giving
gave
me
you a
the-
point though.
He's
Ibra,
not
he
giving
been
me
gave
the
you a
point.
He
He's
been
not
gave you a
giving me
point.
the point. He's not giving me the point.
I'm
It
not
ain't me.
arguing with this nigga.
He's not
Quadro.
giving me the point. Well, I'm arguing with
Quadro.
you anyways. Listen to
Quadro.
me. He's not
Quadro,
giving me
it's
the
a
point.
Sunday.
He's not giving me the point.
Quadro,
And
it's a
God is
Sunday.
watching
Just
you.
ignore
Be
the
so for
question.
real.
He's
Just ignore the
watching
question.
you. Is this how you want to
Quadro.
ignore? Is this how you want
You
to
gave
conduct
Ibrahim
yourself?
a point
No, he didn't give me
for
a point.
saying
He didn't give me a-
meteorologist instead of meteorology.
No,
We understood.
You're
No.
not giving me a point for saying a herd
was
of
my
cows
judgment.
instead of
Change the
herd of
rules.
cattle.
Quadro, you remember what I said from the beginning? You can't let Quasi change the rules simply because it doesn't fit what he wants. You can't do that. You
I
can't
told him to keep the rules consistent.
You
He's
can't do that.
clearly not doing that.
do that. You can't do that. You can't do
Quadro,
that.
you're really not keeping the rules consistent.
No, he can't get
Don't
the
let him
point.
Because you let
gaslight you.
Ibra slide.
He
Don't let
can't
him
get the
gaslight
point.
you.
can't
Don't let him
Shakir,
gaslight you.
Shakir,
He can't get the
Shakir.
point.
You okay? My thing is the question wasn't even correct, so there's no
Okay,
reason.
But I still answered the right question he asked, though.
Listen,
But
Right?
but it was the wrong
you didn't.
question.
Okay, but I
Wrong
answered.
answer.
But I still answered the question he asked.
Wah, wah.
Am I wrong?
You're
No,
wrong.
You didn't say
We're
cattle.
all wrong.
You said cows.
We're all wrong. You said
Exactly.
cow.
He said meteorologist.
No.
Quasi.
Don't bend the rules to your favor.
How is that different from mine?
He's
Quasi,
bending the
I'm
rules
not-
to his favor.
I'm not.
I'm not talking to
not-
you, bro.
You can't
I'm
do
not-
that.
I'm
Well,
talking to the
talking to you.
no matter-
I'm
Quasi.
talking to you, buddy.
No.
You can't do that.
No matter-
You got to take the point for that. He's antagonizing me. I've been ignoring him the whole time.
That is not
I've been ignoring him the whole
No.
time.
that is not-
Nobody gets the point.
That is not.
Nobody gets the point. That's
That's
one.
bullshit. That's bullshit.
Thank you.
That's bullshit.
Complain to the
That's
complain to the quiz.
bullshit.
We get
Complain to the quiz master.
Good point.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
So
That's
we do question
bullshit.
13. Which planet can never be seen directly overhead at midnight?
Bing, bing.
Ibra?
Mercury.
I'm killing clicks.
Ibra's right.
Oh,
Quadro, is that you? Is that you with the clicks?
No.
No, it's
Oh.
The pen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. It's not Shakir.
Okay.
it was never me. I'm holding my mic.
Nah, too late, brother.
How did you give him a point for saying meteorologist, but you don't
Let it
give me a
go.
point
Let
for
it
saying
go.
a herd of
It's done.
cows?
It's done.
Yeah, you should subtract a point for harassing you. Honestly, he's antagonizing you at this point, Quadro.
I'm not even.
He's
This is
Quasi-
bullshit.
he's antagonizing me.
Quasi, if I do hear another
Quasi,
complaint about
yeah,
Ibra's
yeah,
points on the
Deduct the
board,
point. I'm still losing, bozo. Like,
He called you a bozo. You can't let that slide.
how much more points am I going to lose?
He bozo.
How many more points am I going to lose?
He called you a bozo. You can't let that
Fuck all
slide.
that.
You can't let
Fuck all that. You a cheating ass nigga.
all right. That wasn't
You
antagonizing,
cheating.
but he don't have enough points for me to take. He has the least on the board.
Yeah.
There's the,
Then we
there's
go
no limit.
negative points. Then we go negative points.
All right.
Hang on,
all right.
negative points. There we go, negative points.
For the next question, we're gonna do
You're
we're
not
gonna do
do that
5
point?
points. 5 points, so he can actually have a good point. So next 2 questions, 5
Negative
points.
I don't want to answer no
No,
question.
no. You
You gonna let him talk to you like that, Quadro?
No. You literally changing
Yeah,
the
better
rules.
lower your voice,
to help
nigga.
Quasi. That's exactly what we're saying to not do.
I'm not because we need equity right now. We don't need equality. We need equity, and he needs to come up.
Equity was a herd of cows, nigga.
No, no.
You still said no.
No. He called
Equity
you,
was a wild back.
he called you a nigga. You gonna let that slide? You
How
are.
about-
You gonna let him tell you what to do?
How about we just finish?
You gonna let that slide?
Can we
You
can
gonna
we
let him
just
tell you
finish
what
this
to
game?
do?
You gonna let him
How about-
talk to you like that?
how
That's
about-
antagonizing.
You should deduct a point for that. Look at
How
him.
about we
He's
finish?
talking.
How about we
So
finish?
aggressive.
I
How about we
wouldn't let
finish?
that
So
Alright.
aggressive.
Next question: what does DNA stand for?
Bing.
He don't know.
Ibra.
He don't know.
Get your not the clock side.
I could tell from a mile away you had no idea. This nigga screamed just to scream.
Shakir.
Deoxynucleic acid.
No. Close though. Quasi, you want to give it a try?
Nope.
Okay, I'll give it the one who came the closest. I'll give the point to Shakir. I think
That makes no sense. That's not
makes no
fair.
sense. That makes no
That-
sense.
It's wrong either way. I don't know why you're doing that.
Either way.
If it's wrong, it's
either way.
wrong.
Wrong is
He's-
wrong. This
you
ain't
You didn't
America.
give me my
This
shit.
ain't America.
Don't give him his
Okay.
shit.
Okay,
This
okay.
ain't
Nobody
America.
gets the point.
You see how this nigga twisting the rules, bro?
Thank
Nobody
you.
gets the point.
Oh, now you agree. After he didn't give me my point, you agree. You see? Yo, these niggas are against me.
Quadro,
These
you wanna
niggas are
let
against
him-
me.
Quadro, you gonna let him
Wait,
antagonize
Nah,
is
you?
that
nah,
after
nah, nah,
nucleic acid?
Quadro,
Not
Quadro.
nucleic.
No, no,
You
no,
looked
no,
it
no,
up.
no,
You
no,
looked that
no,
up,
no,
Shakir. I know.
Antagonizing.
I didn't look it up. I
Nah,
said
nah,
it.
nah, 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 nah,
He's
nah, nah.
antagonizing
Let's
you.
actually take a moment
He
here.
is
He
antagonizing
agreed with me.
Quadro.
He agreed
is
with me when I was against
antagonizing you.
Shakir.
Quadro,
When it's my
he is
turn.
antagonizing you. He is antagonizing you. You can't let that slide. That's the point. of
Nigga's a
nothing.
cheater.
You are a cheater. You're a cheater.
How do
Like
you
my
cheat
head,
for
my
yourself
head
tonight,
hurts so
bro?
much. I can't even go through it. For
Today's
today's segment of general
This
knowledge quiz,
makes no sense.
general quiz knowledge 2, Shakir.
Niggas hate to see me winning.
Shakir is our new winner. Woo! Shakir wins week 2. Ibra, you ended with 5 points. Quasi with 2,
Nobody
and
cares.
Shakir had 6.
This was a rigged game.
How is it rigged? Y'all,
This was a
y'all,
rigged game, bro.
y'all don't know how to
I'm telling
lose.
you, this was a rigged
Y'all
game.
don't- Y'all just don't know
This
how to
was a
lose.
my
rigged
points
game.
deducted. I got
I'm not playing with y'all niggas again. I'm the host next
bending the
week.
rules.
I am the host next week.
You want to be the host?
I
or
am the
come with
host
the
next week.
I lost.
I am the host next week.
bending and shifting the rules.
I am the host next week.
Quadro, you agree.
Quadro, I'm the
You're
host
talking
next
about equity, but you're not making sure I get made done right. That ain't fair.
What did you just say?
What the fuck you
That
just
ain't
said?
fair. Listen, I lost on the fact that my points were getting deducted from Quasi complaining.
Because you couldn't shut up.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
you weren't
didn't
a
say
good
anything
Ibra.
to you.
Ibra,
I
you
didn't
weren't
say
a good
anything
player.
to you.
You kept
Nothing.
antagonizing the player.
Dumb. Real bad man, bitch. Pick up Quasi. No, I was a good player.
Bad sportsmanship.
Yeah.
You see? I'm telling you.
You didn't
Bad
do
sportsmanship.
anything.
You gotta
I
take a
didn't
point for
do
that.
anything. I don't
The
do
game's
anything
over.
to nobody. Wow.
You know, okay, next week, Quasi, you're gonna be the quiz master. I'm gonna play.
I'm the captain.
I'm gonna play. So you come up with the questions. All right, for the next segment, I know Mandem wanted to touch up on the diddler. Somebody give me an update on his situation. What are you-
Y'all heard Joe Biden got cancer
Yeah.
Hello.
up in the butt.
Up in the butt. They said aggressive prostate cancer. They need 2 hands to go in and get that bitch.
A man is dying, bro.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm like. Are you
The
guys gonna
fuck?
get your prostate checked?
You're,
Eventually.
Does it scare you? Y'all
bro,
not
it's a
worried?
medical procedure.
A nigga gonna shove his
You
finger
have
up
to
your
do it.
butt. Yeah, but sometimes
Fuck around and fart in the doctor's face.
extra peppered lambs
Sorry.
without watching.
All I know is I'm not gonna be the first in this group.
Go up if I came here.
I'm not gonna.
Nigga, I ain't telling y'all.
Okay,
I'm not gonna be the first in the group to get it.
is this an immigrant thing or not?
the fuck would I
wanna
tell
ask,
niggas?
right? Or it's like a third world country thing, right? So when y'all were babies, right? When you had diarrhea, right? Did they put like a little thing up your butt to make you poop? All right, I'm just making sure.
No, but that's how
Yeah.
I've taken medicine that way though.
No. I think it's
Diarrhea.
either diarrhea
You're
or
already pooping.
constipation. Like they put like this.
But I think it's a
It's gotta
third.
be
I think it's a
constipation.
third world country thing. Yeah,
And twat.
not even the bentois, just like a pill, like and they would just shove it in
Oh,
my asshole.
whoa.
A pear?
They put a pill up your ass?
Yeah,
Oh, pill. Yeah. I thought
Huh?
you said a pear.
Pill.
Honestly,
A pill would be mad.
honestly, to my knowledge, no. And I don't want to know that I've had shit as when I was a baby shoved up my ass. But to my knowledge, no.
did he just say pear?
That's what. I
who
thought
put in
you
a pair?
said pear.
A pair?
No, he thought he
Like, what
thought
the
he
fuck
thought
you mean they
he thought
stuck a
you.
pear up your ass?
No. But that's some freak off activity. Speak,
That's some diddler activities right there.
speaking of the diddler, yeah,
Extra
I'm not
baby
keeping
oil.
I'm not keeping in track of the
So-
beef. So somebody has to educate
So when
me
I be working,
on
I
like
have
what.
like this podcast I listen to, right? Like this lady, she goes to all of the trials and like sees everything. So far she's only released like the first day and like the cross examination of the first witness. So I can talk about that one, right? But I'm not up to date, but I'm up to date
Okay.
up to that part, right? So the first witness
Okay.
that the prosecutors brought on, right? It's like a male escort, right? And he's telling his story about how he works as a male escort, right? And one day his boss hits him up and he's like, "Oh, I got a job for you, blah blah blah. You gotta go to this hotel room and do some shit."
Pause.
I guess
More
so. They need an
escort dot
agency.
pimps.
They
Yep.
need an agency, right?
Every hoe got a pimp. Every hoe got a pimp.
God, thank you for the life you have given me, and I have never had to do some shit like that. Continue.
All right. So yeah, he goes to a hotel room, right? He goes to a hotel and he thought he was going to a bachelorette party, right? He goes there and um, Cassie comes out wearing like lingerie and stuff, and she's just like, "Oh, I don't really have a bachelorette party or anything. It's just my birthday, and I just want you to do something nice for me. Here's this baby oil. Can you rub it all over me? And if and afterwards, if you want to do some
Get the
shit,
signature.
we can get into it." All right. So they move into, I don't know if it was like the bedroom or like a living room area in the bed in the hotel. They go there, and the guy, he like looks up and he sees someone wearing a bathrobe, uh, like a baseball cap, and like something covering his face, right? Like a rag or something covering his face, sitting there with his dick out and just like pleasuring himself, right? And like he hears the guy's voice, and instantly the guy clocks like, "Oh, that's Diddy," right? I don't know. I guess Diddy just has a recognizable voice. He does. Yeah. So he's
I
like,
mean,
"Okay,
yeah,
that's Diddy."
I hear Diddy
Uh,
talk too. I know
so
who
yeah,
he is.
they fuck. Then the guy's like, "Oh, I busted in like 30 seconds because she was like the most beautiful girl I've seen or whatever." And then afterwards, they give him money and he leaves. And then Cassie texts him saying that, "Oh, you have like the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life. Let's arrange something again." So from that point on, like they would call him, he would come, he would fuck Cassie, and then like Diddy would watch and jerk off, and then afterwards, like Diddy and Cassie would go into a room and like do whatever for hours, right? Yeah. So
So their brother's a
yeah,
cuck?
that keeps happening,
Damn.
and then like he talks about how he's run into like there's been a couple of scenarios where he's seen either like Cassie bruised or he heard like Diddy throw a bottle at her or like yell at her and all this other shit. Yeah, that's all I know so far.
Damn.
Like, is it? Maybe it's just because I wouldn't do it, but like I'm just like, why?
I
why
mean,
do you? This is your
that-
wife, my.
that doesn't really matter. He
mean,
was talking
wife.
to
That's
Cassie
his girlfriend.
like while he was with Kim Porter. He had like he's been with her since she was 19.
But like my whole thing with the Diddy, like, I'm just like, I just struggle to understand because maybe it's just me, but if I had that much money, I feel like if you're that bored, just
Yeah.
spend it.
So the
Oh, he
defense,
was.
they're trying to prove that like Cassie enjoyed it too, and that it was consensual. But like, yeah, exactly.
You can't. There's no way of proving that. At the end of the day, it's like if your husband is throwing bottles at you, like glass bottles, not even a plastic one, to do some freaky shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether you enjoy it or not, none of it was consensual. Because it's like you
And
don't
it's
know
not-
how this man
it's
is
not
gonna
even-
react if I don't agree to this.
That is true.
Honestly, they don't even need all that. Just
Yeah,
look at
so
the
that's
hotel
what-
video when
that's
she was
what
trying to
the
run to the elevator.
Defense is trying
That's
to
what
argue.
they
He's
need.
like, oh, it was just like domestic abuse.
You
There's
know-
no racketeering going.
You know what I find so funny? That video, he did all that in the towel, right? Do you know how good your knotting skills of the towel got to be to put it in a knot, chase somebody down the hotel room, put hands on them, and the knot never left? Yes.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I learned this from my little brother because my little brother used to run around in his towel. No, let me finish the story. Damn, he's my little brother. What's wrong with you? Like my little brother, he would run around in his towel, and my fear was his towel will fall off. But he'd be like, "Bro, you tripping, bro? It won't fall off," and it never did fall off. But like he would tie it in a way like his towel would never fall off, and I'm like, how does this nigga tie his towel? But like he ties it in a. There is a way to tie your towel where it's like you can run around like even thinking and it won't fall off. So like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you gotta
So
wrap it
you
around,
wrap it
fold it,
around,
and something
then
like
you
that.
fold it like this,
and then fold it
instead of trying
inside.
to tie it.
Yeah. Instead of trying to tie it, and then you just fold
Yeah.
it. So you can run around how you want, it won't fall off.
Not to go to go, but did he? I just like
Here-
there's enough. The baby oil was enough. Nobody in their right mind.
I
needs
think
that many
I
months
think the
baby oil.
real
Let him go.
Nah, the fact that they were just like, Your Honor, he a freak. What, racketeering? RICO charges? What? He's like, yes, baby oil. I don't know what my boy be on in this when the lights are off. But drugs, murder, killing? Are you sick? Yeah,
That's
hey,
why,
man.
like I pray, like it's what did I pray? I couldn't see one of you people going like, okay. Here's another question, right? If let's say I was getting convicted of a crime, like in the next week, before they even told you what I did, what do you think?
honestly, I
would
don't think you got framed. Like you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah.
Because you love white women.
Oh.
What I go to jail? What I go to jail for?
Tomorrow in Bronx,
What he
Oh,
said.
white women framing you.
partly sunny weather,
Okay.
and can expect a high of 73 degrees Fahrenheit.
Would y'all defend me though?
What am I gonna say? You don't
Yeah.
like white women. Trust me.
I'm
I
gonna
won't.
I'm gonna free him. He ain't done nothing wrong.
I'll be like, listen, man, he just love white women. We told him to stay away. We warned the brother. We warned him. Since
That nigga just don't listen.
The nigga don't listen. But listen, I know he ain't do anything crazy. Trust me when I say, he's like, the man drives with two hands on the steering wheel. He ain't do anything crazy. I promise you.
No, but, like I don't fear jail, but I'm just like
You
getting
don't fear
caught
jail.
or like
Wait, you don't see jail.
because I'm never gonna. I'm never gonna. What am I gonna do that's gonna lay me there? I'm never gonna see it.
Yeah, man. You live in America. You are black. So don't test God like that
No.
now.
That is true. But I hope I don't see inside of this. So I'm just like, I don't. The concept. I'm just like, and it's just a bunch of men too. This is like the equivalent of an all boys school, except you can't come home.
No nanny.
Just straight testosterone from 9 to.
He won that butt.
Don't even
Give me
want
your butt, nigga. Give me your butt.
Oh my
I
god!
think that's another part too. You said something that
the
sounded
re-
like you were supporting
The
Dick.
real question is like, what
It's
is
like
it
5
about
minutes
like
ago.
money that makes like really rich people like mad freaky? I think it is boredom.
Bored.
You could do any. You
You're
got
bored.
money to do anything you want.
That's why. That's why I'm like. Sometimes money
Okay,
lands in the hands.
do you think
of the
money
wrong
lands
people.
in the?
I just think
hands
money
of
lands in
wrong
the hand of
people,
wrong-
or
'cause-
do you think money corrupts you into becoming the wrong person?
Money doesn't corrupt.
I
Money
don't-
do- like because I think about it and I'm just like I don't know. There's not a like for example, and I'll give you guys all this answer. Let's say tomorrow you wake up and you have $100 million to your name, right? 100 mil to your like boom.
Okay.
Shaki, how what are
it's
you moving
different,
like?
right? So
Positive.
getting 100 mil all at once right now, right? When I haven't had money, like serious money for a long time, right? I've built a set of morals from not having
Yeah.
money that like even if I did have money, I would hold, right? But I'm talking more about like people that
Okay.
they've had money for a long ass time, right? They like the concept of not having money doesn't even exist in their head, right? And because they have money throughout their whole life, they've just
But like,
never had to like really chase for anything, right? So in order to get that chase, they gotta do illegal shit like this to like feel the adrenaline.
no, but that's what I'm saying is that like you don't, because numbers are, you don't have the most amount of money. Like for example, if like you say like you build a set of morals, whatever. Like let's say for example that 100 million, you 100 million, and then you figure out a way before the 100 million ends to earn $1 million every
Mhm.
year, so you're never gonna go back to poverty. Like you're set for life, right? What you would do probably, well, I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna speak for everyone here. What we'd probably do is we'd probably quit our job. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no like, because I'm there for the money. There's no like, that's what I'm there for, right? Cool. We quit our jobs, so it's like it's different. If you get money, it's like, what are we gonna do? We gonna buy a couple of people things that we're dreaming of. Make sure our homies are situated. Cool. We have enough money left. You have the rest of your life to do the
Yeah.
coolest shit you want
Yes,
when
I
you
agree
want.
with
Nobody's
you.
telling you shit.
But
Listen, listen. I would fall off the face of the earth. Like only you guys would know where I'm at.
That's
Apart
what
from that,
like you have enough money where you could literally go and buy an entire neighborhood just for yourself and your like, and you're
Okay,
just off the grid.
okay.
You just
Now
choose to like
imagine that life
cars.
that you're
Like you have,
describing. Someone has that's the only life they've known, right? And then they're like, oh, I
okay.
need to do something like the adrenaline's not hitting me, so I gotta do some crazy shit. So in a way, money does corrupt if
It's not
like you haven't known a life without it. You know what I mean?
okay. I agree with you, but like it's just like that's what you probably are, but it would take a special type of individual to have that money and be like, okay, maybe I want to give back to this money, or I want to like give back with this money. I want to invest this money, or like just like I just feel like there are when you have money, your options are so abundant.
Of-
You don't have to resort to illegal activity.
I
At
think
that point,
some
you're resorting
people
to
are
you wanted to
definitely
do
like
that shit.
predisposed to do shit like this, but like money allows you to like kind of listen to like your worst version of yourself because you don't think there's any consequences of being the worst version of yourself.
Oh,
I feel like honestly, like somebody said, it was like money just makes you more of who you already are. So it's like if you're an asshole, like you're just gonna be a bigger asshole because now it's like I don't gotta answer to you. But if you're a giving person in a sense, also I feel like somebody said it. There was like, there was like the people around you change quicker than you change when you have money, and that makes sense because it's like the people. There is a difference between getting money and maintaining and keeping it for years. Because the hard part isn't getting it. The hard part is keeping it. Because it's different. Because now it's like everybody wants something from you. You're everybody's favorite person. You know what I mean? So it's like there's so much you gotta discipline yourself not to spend it a certain way. You gotta discipline yourself with other people. They also telling people, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not just maintaining it. So it's like what if you're not a person who easily tells people no, you gotta change yourself in a way to be more protective about what you got in a sense if you want to keep it in the long run at the end of the day because it's like you if certain things like for example like let's say you want to become a pro athlete but you're lazy you don't put in things you got to learn how to be disciplined you got to change your laziness you got to have a work ethic so like to keep it you have to change certain things about you to maintain it but as just like I feel like money already makes you more of what you already are so
Yeah.
if you're already a dickhead you about to be a bigger one.
Facts, facts.
but I'm like I see where you're coming from with that, but it's just like I'm just like it's always gonna depend on the person. Because I feel like if I was ever to get any money, it's just like I would just buy the things I never had as a kid. I'll probably have a couple cars, a couple houses, like I'll just do dumb shit, like buy a house from like every state I've been in, like just to keep myself like. But I feel like there's so many things you could do.
Not even. I feel like, I don't know. Like, because for me, I'm the type of person, like, don't get me wrong. A lot, I respect money, but it's like, for me, I have my basic necessities met. I want more, but do I care for, like, going out? Like now, even now, I think about it. I like, probably, like, the most, like, shallow shit I like is I like dressing nice. That's it. You know what I mean? But it's like I'll probably spend some money on a couple clothes, not like to like even show off to other people, just but like just put on different fits. I have a nice sense of fashion in a sense. But it's like I always say, I'm like, listen, if you look through my clothes, I wear the same basic shit. There's nothing special. I haven't bought real clothes since like 2 years ago, to be honest with you. And all the clothes that I wear are all dress clothes. That's it, bro. If you guys go through my stuff right now, if you probably paid attention to what I wore in middle school, there's still some shit in there that I wore from
From
middle
middle
school.
school. From
Yes,
Tell me about
bro, exactly, bro. Because the thing
How
is,
does
people
it
be like,
still
why
fit?
you still got it? It still fits.
it.
Nothing
The
wrong.
only thing I really rotate, the only thing I actually like
Socks.
rotate is my underwear.
Yeah, and then the thing is, and people be like, you
My
wear the
socks just go missing, so of course I have to get more.
Bro, the thing is that people be like, wow, you wearing the same thing as we. I'm like, yeah, I have a washing machine. You ever heard about that shit? Washes clothes real good. And I'm like, you
Yeah,
should
especially
try.
having a washer in your own crib.
Yeah,
I don't even wear dress clothes to work anymore. It's just jeans.
Yeah, I don't. No,
I can't wear jeans.
They told us we have to wear just long pants, so I go in like sweats and a hoodie. This is what I went to work in today. So I was like, it is what it is. But no, I see what like not any, but like I just hope they just get that situation sorted out because at this point I'm over it. He's been a meme for like a year. It's like he's had his time.
Justice for Cassie.
Oh, what?
Justice for Cassie.
What?
Oh my! Did you guys hear?
She's pregnant.
Oh, not Cassie. Y'all heard? Apparently, I heard Tory Lanez didn't do it.
Honestly, I just zoned out of that whole conversation because I feel like having a
Bro,
Ev-
like don't get me
and
wrong.
everybody knew that.
Like, bro, I feel like me as a regular civilian, when when regular people get so pressed and angry and heated about celebrity stuff, I'm like, you're broke. You're broke, bro.
No.
I'm like, this stuff is not putting money in my pockets. They'd be like, oh, you don't care what's going on in the world. I'm like, no, I can't do anything about it. I'm like, this is how I think as a person. If I can't do anything about something, it's not in my train of thought. I don't think about it. I was like, why? Because I can't do anything. I already got enough life, not issues. I already have enough life responsibilities on my plate. I'm worried about what I'm doing. I don't care what another celebrity is doing. I'm like, yes, but to get worked up and emotional
American
about it, I
celebrity
don't care.
worshest might be
I'm
like
trying to get this money.
its biggest
Like,
downfall. People celebrate. It is a mental illness.
Yes.
Yes.
it's a mental illness. Oh my god. Yes.
It's not even. I'm gonna take it with you further. It's not even just celebrities. World, bro. I never told you guys this. When I went back to do the whole gala thing, why I had to dress up in purple. I remember, like, when I go, one thing I do is like I always like shout out the athletes because I'm like, oh, athletes. It's a good thing to, like, not a good thing, but it's difficult being an athlete, whether it's Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, and trying to be a student, right? Like, because we've all played sports, but we all know like it's a little bit hard to like kind of juggle the two. Cool. After I finished, I'm having a conversation with someone. They're like, "Why did you shout out the people that are in sports? Why didn't you shout out like the arts? Because apparently, and I don't know what it is, but there's something going on with the arts and Donald Trump. Haven't even heard of it.
I don't care.
No, and she's like, why did you shout out the sports and why didn't you not talk about DEI? She was like, the sports are gonna be fine, but we're struggling right now. And I never forgot. I literally told her, I was like, I hear you. You're grieving. There is nothing I can do about it. And I'm not gonna sit here and choose to like argue with you back and. It got so bad.
You know-
Like I didn't even tell her this. I
You know what
like
it is?
okay.
It's
apologize and kept it
people.
pushing. But I'm like,
People love virtue
No,
signaling.
see that, man, like, 'cause it's
They
like it's
love-
different.
Like being seen as like, oh, I'm the good guy.
Yeah,
That
bro.
has all the right opinions and everything.
Yeah, I'm an ally. Oh, I'm an
you know
bro.
who this reminds me of? Don't say
Yeah.
his name, but you know who this reminds me of?
His previous partner,
Think.
his last ex, the person he went to therapy with couples therapy with.
Really?
You went to therapy?
You went to therapy with?
It'll
Who did he
it'll
go
click
to
in about 10
couples therapy
seconds.
with?
I
I don't know.
I don't remember
not,
that.
not a shorty.
Not a shorty.
Oh!
Okay.
I'm like,
Okay.
that's like I don't know
The
why,
therapy
but
threw me off. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro.
that is another big pet peeve of mine. Is like people who like I'm just like I don't understand. You're in this lifetime. You're meant to be wrong. Not even wrong. You're not meant to just agree with everything that symbolically seems right.
Yeah, like bro, I don't care. Like now, like the thing is like listen, like when they be on some or like with women's rights, I'm all for women's rights. But if some rights look so stupid, I'm gonna say I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I'm like, for example, African unity. I love African unity, but there's certain things the Africans do. I'm not with that. I'm African. I'm like, bro, like, it was funny. My dad was telling me a story how like one of his last bosses, his last bosses owned him like a month worth of pay, and he didn't pay him. And then literally yeah, and he was like, tell me why some random African dude called me. He want to talk about African unity. He was like, I don't give a fuck about African unity. My money. What are you talking to me about African unity? I don't care about African unity.
That's what
If you talk
that's the
about
thing.
my money, I don't care.
That's what I'm starting to realize. Like people need to understand. Everyone is allowed to be selfish. Like I
No, the thing is like everybody understand that life isn't black and white. Not every situation is this or that way. I'm like, bro, there's so many different intricacies. Like is it? I'm like, but people don't think.
That's
the
not that's
problem.
another thing I've learned. I've realized from our YouTube channel this week, people don't know how to argue. People do not know how to no. People don't understand how to talk like adults, right? So obviously, we come in here, we say some stuff. We're not gonna agree with us 100% of the time. That's neither here nor there. We come, we say it. You just watched me say it. Cool. They'll get in the comments and then start, and then you say something back. All of a sudden, oh, is that like this? I remember. I think it was something you two said, and then I remember when the guy laughed and was like, "Not she is you." The video you guys did together, where it was like, "Oh." Pause. Hey yo. When he was like,
Nobody was thinking that.
when he was
Nobody-
like, when you were like police, the guy was like, police brutality is in Africa too, and then you guys were like, it's not the same thing. And this guy's like, police brutality does exist in Africa and in America. So he said some bullshit, and I'm like, the video never said. That's not what we said. What you're saying, it's like police brutality in Africa is the same. And I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, you didn't just come here. Like, as an adult, I feel like people don't realize your opinion is not the right opinion.
You know, also
People hear what they want to hear, bro.
No. And you know what took me a while to say? I was listening to Charlamagne. I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and you know what he said? And then Kuso said this, Kessa says this too. He said the special ed, some of the special ed kids, they grew up. Like, they grew up. And sometimes they're just the loudest in the room. And it's like, and the thing is, I realized about people, I said this, I was talking to this about with my manager. I'm like, yo, like, and with people, you don't even have to be right about what you're saying. You just got to say it with confidence. People are going to believe you. It's so crazy. That's why, like, when people be like, they always tell me, Ibra, you don't listen. I was like, yeah, because majority of the people on this earth are fucking stupid. I was like, listen, I know when I'm talking to smart individuals like you guys, I will listen to you. But if you're wrong, I'm not listening to you. What's so hard to understand? And then they're fighting me on that. I'm like, if you're wrong, I gotta still listen to you. Does that make sense? And you're arguing me on that. And you see my point. Do you see my point? You're wrong, and you still want me to go along with you. Fucking think,
No.
you idiot.
I stopped arguing.
No, this thing is venting right now, bro. This thing is definitely venting right now.
Like,
No. I'm just very passionate about that because I'm like,
No, but one thing I realized is that like once you like when I argue with somebody, like whenever we argue, I usually preface this by saying I already know you're right, but for the sake of conversation, let's just keep going. Like I always make sure to just like cut out and then be like, at this point we're just talking to get a laugh out of this. I know I'm wrong. I know what I did, and I know that. When I'm arguing with somebody and they know they're wrong and they can't like see how they're wrong and like how it is, I just apologize and keep it pushing.
not even. I just start like it's different. Like once you start calling me like stupid or names or stuff like that, I just start trolling you now. I don't even care about being right. I just rage you. I just really just try to get under your
Someone say rage baiting?
Low-key, that's why you could never win an argument against Quasi
Like,
because he just
I'm just here for the fun
Because
of it.
he has no stance.
I'm not
no
here to
nothing.
win.
He has no point to prove. His only job is to like ensue chaos.
I know.
Bro,
Like, and if you start getting the momentum, I just start mocking you and making dog sounds. And now look, you're getting mad, and I'm laughing. I'm here for the laughs.
It's
I'm
just-
not here to win.
This week is just, and like as I'm growing up, I'm just learning like it's very easy for me to like. I'll admit I'm wrong, but I just want to have the conversation just to have the conversation, like see where the conversation goes, right? But it's just like other people, you could clearly tell like they believe their way of thinking is right, and there is nothing you could tell them, show them that could like deter them otherwise.
Yeah, those are some dense people.
real talk, we all know how each other are. If we're being real honest, it'd be like if we're being like, oh, can you give true descriptions of all your friends without like no fluff? Like we talk about, be as brutally honest as you can. You know the people that you're around. In the sense, if you have single women who have genuine hearted thing and they see that you have a good man that's around you, they're gonna push you like, yo, give him a chance. Maybe you don't know where this is gonna go. But it's like if you know a bitch is miserable and you listening to her and you like deep down inside you know, damn, this bitch is miserable. Why do I listen to the advice that they give? In a sense, it's like you're gonna go, even though you shouldn't be listening to them, sometimes you follow it. It just depends on the type of women, to be honest.
None of y'all come to me.
Good women, to
None
be
of y'all
honest
come
with
to
you.
me for relationship advice, and for good reason.
Because we know you. Because we, exactly. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, if we're talking about relationship advice, even though Quasi's a goof, I'll ask him first, and then Shakir.
Nah, he a lover boy in the low. He a low.
yeah. Look at it.
Man.
Oh, T.
It's okay. We be at the wedding. I'm gonna get my kuftan. My kuftan is in the mix right now. But speaking of relationship advice, for our last segment today, we got some Love Doctor, the O2 Love Doctor segment. The segment is real simple. We go online, we find some people with some relationship element, and they post these every day. I pick the most interesting ones. We come back, and we PhDs in the subject. I think I'm retired. I have a PhD with 10 years of experience in the love field.
You have 3
He's the
PhDs.
primary source.
Wait,
Like,
I'm saying,
we're gonna
there's not
library
a-
to look at
I
him.
remember somebody asked me about women not too long ago, i.e. yesterday, and she was like, "You know a lot about women." I was like, "Cause ain't a game. I done played I done played every position in the field. I done played the six. I done played in the wing. I've maneuvered through the midfield."
I've been a box
Let's not forget
midfielder. I've been a
Kamavinga.
holding center man. He's like, I've been a register. Yes, I've been a register. He's like, listen, brother. He's like, I've played in the half space. He's like, I've played a straight out winger, false nine. He's like straight out nine.
Whatever y'all need, I got it. But without any further ado, first one, right? 23 female, caught my stepdad, 54 male, cheating on my mom. Okay. I just found out my stepdad has been sexting another woman for years behind my mom's back, and it's completely shattered our family. I feel like I've lost the man I thought of as my dad, and I have no idea how to move forward from here. My mom and stepdad have been together for 15 years, married since 2019. He's been more of a father to me than my biological father ever was. We're a close blended family. He has 3 sons from a previous marriage, and I'm my mom's only child. I still live with them until recently. We had a tight bond with lots of family holidays, Christmases, and everyday support. About a year ago, I found out my ex had been cheating on me. It was a horrible time. My mom was the one on a trip, and my stepdad was the one who supported me through it, or so I thought. But during that same week, I saw a message pop up on his phone from a woman saying, "Is she gone yet? XX." When I confronted him, he instantly deleted the chat and told me that I was overreacting due to my own breakup. He swore, or
Gaslight immediately.
he swore on my life and his son's lives that he wasn't doing anything wrong. I told my mom once she got home. But by then, there was no evidence, and I was in such a bad place mentally, I didn't even trust my own instincts. Fast forward to 4 days ago. They threw me a surprise birthday party, and he filmed my reaction. When I asked him to airdrop the video to me, I saw a recent contact come up on his phone. A woman with the profile picture I just saw. The second I saw it, his hand started shaking, and he tilted his phone away from me. That was the moment everything clicked. I asked, "Who's X?" And he immediately became defensive. I grabbed the phone and ran, and he chased me around the kitchen, desperate to get it back. It got physical, not abusive, but desperate. And my mom had to step in. She now has bruises from trying to get the phone off of him. Eventually, she got into it and found everything: explicit sexting, nude photos, and flirty messages dating back to 2022. Some messages had been deleted, but X had screenshot going back years, including one message where she said, "Feels like I'm reading a horny novel." He even asked her, "Do you not delete your text?" Clearly, she's trying to cover your tracks. For context, my stepdad met the ex through football. She and a friend sit near him at the matches. They're in a group chat with him and some of his friends, and sometimes they go out for drinks after games or swap tickets. It started in a seemingly harmless social setting, but clearly turned into something else. X lives over 200 miles away and only attends occasionally when a ticket is available, but is still turned into a full-on sex and emotional betrayal. He's claiming that it was just attention-seeking banter and that he does not love her, and they could go months without talking. He said he's happy with my mom and nothing is wrong with them, and she's the love of his life. But I can't get past the lies, especially after last year when he gaslit me so hard, I doubted myself. So, Mandem, what are you doing in this situation?
Is he African? This is like African, like husband A1 like type of movements. To be honest with you,
I don't know.
it's pretty
They just say
simple,
they just say the
I
ages. To
just
be
wouldn't
honest,
have, like, I would tell my mom for sure, and then I would cut off the stepdad.
yeah.
Cause
Simple problem.
what
simple
doesn't
solutions.
matter. Cause what my mom does
But
with this
they've been together for-
information is her business. But what I do with this information, I
Yeah.
can control
You
my
didn't
actions.
Mm.
And I'm not having a relationship with this man that like disrespected my mom.
Shit, fuck that. First, here's my thing. First, I would exploit him. Then I'll get whatever I want.
you know what this reminds me
Then
of?
I'm gonna tell my mom,
Remember back in middle school,
remember back in middle school what?
PUZZY. Who's gonna catch it first?
Oh, when you say you was gonna kick a particular person in a certain spot,
What?
Kick someone in the coochie?
Yeah, what the?
he said that.
Yeah. Nigga, you were making threats like that in middle school?
No, he was said in the chat and the thing, and then somebody like.
I'll tell that story after this. But no, it's PUZZY.
Pussy?
The way it's spelt though.
Wednesday? Bro, just say it.
My pops.
Yeah, what about your pops?
Oh, that's what you did. Cause remember he also found I think text messages in his dad's phone or something, and then he blackmailed his dad, got some gifts and stuff, and then eventually came out.
Oh, hey, at least you got yours, my boy.
I had 3 cleats that summer, but he's like,
Fresh.
let me come. But that was the day I figured out, like the messages I'd be sending at the wee hours of the nights. Nobody else on the planet
Shit,
but
even
me and the recipient
can't
could read that
shit
message
in the
again.
morning. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
That's why they got Snapchat.
Because in my head, I'm like, some of this stuff just cannot come out.
Yeah. Oh well.
So y'all thinking she should just tell them and just leave it at that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing more they can do, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I would exploit him for a good year.
No, I wouldn't even
And then
want
get
his
what
shit,
I
bro.
want, get some stuff, and then snitch on you. So I don't give a fuck.
The cat is here.
Shit is shit. You caught it? You
Next and last dilemma. My husband thinks it's a crime that his best friend bought me boots for my birthday. Need
Yes.
advice.
What you doing taking boots from his best friend
Let me
for?
finish and I'm gonna give my opinion on this one.
You gotta fight now.
My husband's best friend has sort of adopted into our household after breaking up with his partner for 4 months. 4 months ago, we have been extremely respectful of emotional and physical boundaries. The only thing that might have been a bit cozy was that I already cook for everyone, and it just felt natural to extend that to him. Friday, it was my birthday. His mate got me new boots. I didn't realize it at the time, but it would have cracked the $600 mark, which is a lot. But considering the context, months of going out of my way to make sure this man who was already important to my husband didn't drown. I already had an 8-year-old pair of the exact same boot. He would comment on them being worn out. God forbid he wanted a meaningful way to say thank you. I didn't realize I was supposed to be happy and grateful until the tension. When I went to bed and left them both down there, apparently the most insane blow up I've ever heard on my birthday. Now I'm stuck between trying to defend this guy for my husband and not look and not looking like I'm siding with his mate while he has such a warped idea of the situation. I've known them both for 6 years, and it feels like somehow the breaking point. It's so stupid I could cry. Before we even give advice, if one of y'all niggas ever came to my girl with $600 pair of jeans, I'm gauging a shotgun and I gotta shoot you. Cause I feel like that's the only way. That's the only way I can bounce back from the situation. Cause I ain't get her no $600 pair of boots.
Bro,
Facts.
like that shit reminds me of you remember in Cape Cod when you did that shit, and then bro, I pop out the room and I see Shorty just sitting in the dark corner of the room of the living room, just quiet. Like I can see, and then she's just like, and then I'm like, "Yo, you good?" She said, "Yeah." She ain't good. Obviously, she ain't good. But I was just like,
I don't
not
I
my
don't think
girl.
the gift is
Not
that
my
deep.
girl, not my
Like,
problem.
I feel like
I kept walking.
because
I honestly, yeah, I was
she
gonna say,
already
the
has
gift
a pair
not
of those
deep.
shoes,
I don't know.
and the
I'm
guy's
like,
been living with them for months. He wants to thank them somehow. Like I don't think it's that deep.
But my
Yeah,
thing
I
is,
don't
I don't know if
think
it's
it's
just me, but guys know how other guys think.
See,
Details are probably being left out.
Details are definitely being left out because I'm like, there's a reason if he's getting mad
Exactly.
at the boots and that's his best
like,
friend for
if
6
y'all-
years,
if
he
y'all-
has a reason why he's
if
mad at the
y'all
boots.
met my girl, and like,
And it's not just the boots.
For whatever reason, we're in the same house for multiple months, right? And like, you know her. If you buy her a gift on her birthday, why would I be mad? Bro, the money's relative. Like,
$600 pair of boots though.
to some people, 600 is a lot. To
Some
some
people
people,
just
that's
do
a normal gift.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I don't see no problems with that.
Exactly.
Unless you like you've noticed them like from time to time, like they flirting, like they doing this. Like
Exactly.
there's a difference between I see signs like yo, I'm not bugging versus you just got him a gift in a sense. So it's not like for example, if I sit down here and make a joke and your girl laugh, it ain't because I want your bitch, nigga. I'm just making a joke.
He did that. At
You know what I
he did that at Cape Cod too.
That's the reminds me of Cape Cod. You trying to take my bitch, nigga?
Because I'm sitting here, right? No. Because I remember that day clear. I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, what? Like, my, like,
No, the thing is, you're not even, like the thing is, like,
what?
because in my head, when I'm speaking, I'm just speaking. I'm not targeting anybody. But when you said, nigga, you want my bitch or something, I was like,
See-
you know what? From another
See,
man's
there's
perspective,
one thing.
it
Like,
does look
for
crazy.
example, in this situation,
fought.
right?
Wait,
Let's say
wait,
he
wait,
got
wait.
her like a $200 purse, right? And it feels like your best friend's trying to like outdo you and do something else. That's crazy. But if it's just her birthday,
That's
you give
crazy.
her a present.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just gave her a present. Like, it's not that crazy. It's like,
Even then though, sometimes I feel like because it's like sometimes as men, you like we miss the mark sometimes. Like you might buy like a $300 gift, somebody go out buy $500. I mean then again the nigga should run it by
Yeah.
me. I'm buying her this. I like you know what I mean? So it's like it would be like, yeah, I'm buying her a $500 gift. I'm like, damn. Now I gotta up it because I can't let this.
and if
nigga
I can't up it, you got to go down. If I
Yeah,
can't up it,
exactly.
you're going down.
you gotta go down
You're
in price.
going
You know
down.
what I mean? But it's like for me, I feel like honestly buying my girl a gift. If one of you guys was buy my girl a gift, I wouldn't look at you like, nigga, you bring your
Nah, my mom dead called me stingy, bro. Like my cousin's birthday was happening. She was like, "Oh, we're pulling in money to give her. How much are you sending?"
50. I think 50 is a lot of money.
I was like 50. She's like, "Wow."
No, here's my
You
thing.
know what?
Here's my thing. I think 50
I'ma
is
give
a
it
lot
to
of
you.
money. Like as a
Oh,
gift,
that's bread.
but
That's
because
a nigga paying bills. That's bread.
Here's my thing though, because it's like me, I don't really know how to buy a gift So I just send my sell people the money and then be like, bro, I don't know how to buy you a gift. You know how to spend what you like better than me. Go buy what you want. Like I went to a graduation party yesterday, bro. I literally just sell the nigga some money. I'm like, bro, listen, what's that called? You know what you like better than me. You some money. Buy something nice for yourself, bro.
Literally.
And he was like, thank you, my boy. And that's it. I'm like, bro, I'd rather take money than some gift I gotta pretend like I fucking like. Like, so it's rather take that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Bro, give me the money or give me something that you know I'm gonna like. Not something that you think I'm gonna enjoy based off of just what you like. No, nigga.
Facts. Facts.
Like, you know
Give me
what
some-
I mean?
If you can't give me money, give me something useful.
Yeah, give me something useful.
Like niggas give me Walmart gift cards. I got Walmart right here. That makes a lot of sense.
Makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. I could take that shit to Sam's Club too.
So I'm like, but me personally, I wouldn't let nobody give my girl a gift. But you know, some men, as a girl, I'm like, some men are just stronger than me. I'm very weak. So call it what you want to call it.
Nigga said, if I can't go up, you gotta
He
go.
he has to go down because
Nah, yeah, like if I tell you what I'm getting her and the next you try to outdo
Yeah,
me on purpose,
that's
then
the-
I'm gonna be like, all right, something
But-
is up. Like, you know what I mean?
But
But it's like if I present like let's say if I like with Shakir's idea when he said, "Oh, I already bought a $200," like he already bought a $600 boot. I'm like, "Oh shit, wow, damn." Like, you know what I mean? Like let's say I brought up like I bought her $200 purse, and then I just see this nigga searching up something more expensive on purpose. All right, nigga, you fucking out now. Like you,
All right, now you're doing too much.
like, yeah, now you trying
okay,
to do
so
that.
I guess it depends. It depends. But me personally, just like the whole the best friend girlfriend interaction. You know
I
that
don't know,
shit.
I
That shit
feel
died
like-
with me years
I
ago.
feel like-
that shit.
I feel
that
like
shit
you're
died with me.
traumatized. That's why
Yeah,
your
I
response
forgot- I
is a little
forgot what
different.
it is.
So,
Yeah, that makes
Of
sense.
course.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
but
no, I don't
to
blame
be
him. I
fair,
don't blame him. I don't blame
there
him.
were
I don't
some-
blame
It's
him for
not.
being-
there were some. There were some.
That's what I'm saying though.
And I
That-
told
that's what I'm
you
saying. But like,
once.
but that's what I'm saying is that even though there were signs, and I'm not gonna lie, if we make it to episode 100, I'm dropping the whole debrief. Wait, I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it. See,
Bro, and I told you. I remember I told you, especially one of the first scenarios when you told me, and I said, "Bro, you got to cut this nigga off." I said, "Listen, you either got to cut him off or cut her off, and if you don't do both, you got to check both of them at the same time."
No.
Bro, I was like, "You sit them both down, be like, listen,
To
I'll
this-
smack the shit out."
no,
of y'all
to
niggas.
this day,
Don't fuck with me.
to this day, I'm very appreciative of how strong that situation made me. Because I remember, I'll never forget. I was sitting in my dorm, bro. I had a meal the whole day. I just came back from like a 5-hour shift. I took a seat. I said, God, if I come back from this, bro, I'm about to be the strongest again. Like, how else can you break me out of this? But the only thing that pissed me off is just like I was just not in the loop. I didn't know enough information.
You
Bro,
chose not to be in the
No,
loop.
yeah, exactly. Quadro, I was telling you this for months. I was telling you this. I'm like, yo, bro, something is up. This nigga should not be moving the way that he's moving. How comfortable?
Yeah, I think I remember a
Yeah.
phone call.
Like, bro, yes, bro. And I
We
would
were-
tell
we were
you
in a
to
group
find-
call.
and you'd be like, nah, bro, I don't think so. I'm like, bro, what the fuck you mean? What? How do you not see it? And but it's like
You know
it's
one
of
thing
those
I
things that
realized about
happens,
the
you learn
Reddit
from it.
post though?
It made me move
We
on.
only
to be
know
honest.
her side of the story. And like she could have perceived it in a way that's like completely
That's it.
different from how like the
Some
guys
parts are left
talking
out.
it.
What would be funny is if the husband saw it, realized that it was about him, and then gave the other scenario about how from his point of view what it was like. Then we'd be able to see it. But no. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been another great week, week 16. Well, hopefully we are 16 weeks deep. Things are changing. We're vibing. You know, we're moving. We're moving from. You better what is it? You better get right before you get left. Yep. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and we're gonna see you guys next week. Peace.